Hello everyone, my name is Daniel LeBeau and I will be providing a country analysis on Nigeria. This map shows the location of Nigeria. Nigeria is located in the middle portion of Africa and borders the Atlantic Ocean. Nigeria also touches countries of Benin, Niger, Chad, and Cameroon. The star in Nigeria identifies the location and current capital, Abuja, which has a population of 750,000 people and became the official capital in 1991. The previous capital is Nigeria's largest city, Lagos, which is on the Atlantic Ocean and has a current population of 21 million people. This map shows how large Nigeria is in retrospect to the United States. As you can see, Nigeria would expand from New York City all the way west to Chicago and far south as Atlanta. Another way to think of Nigeria is it is twice the size of California. This is Nigeria's official flag and was adopted in 1960 when it gained its independence from Great Britain. The green colors represent Nigeria's agriculture industries and its extreme vegetation within the southern part of Nigeria, which is classified as a tropical environment. The white represents the desire for peace and unity within the country. Climate and topography. Nigeria has two main environments: a tropical environment, which is experienced along the coastline, and a desert savanna-like environment in the north. The southeast region experiences 120 inches of rainfall annually, which is double that of the United States' rainiest city, New Orleans, at 65 inches annually, and nearly triple that of upstate New York, which is right around 44 inches. The southeast average temperatures has a max of 90 degrees and a minimum of 72. The northern part of Nigeria, which only experiences 20 inches of rain and thus more of a desert-like atmosphere, and has an average max temperature of over 100 degrees on any given day, and may also develop frost overnight. If you are ever traveling to Nigeria, prepare for a hot, humid day. Civilization in Nigeria traces back to the Nok tribe, which occupied northern Nigeria from 500 BC to approximately the 2nd century of the modern era. On the left are two of their artworks that have been preserved throughout the centuries. Britain has also played a big part in the developed Nigeria as they began to explore Western Africa in the early 1800s, and they actually weren't able to colonize Nigeria until the late 1800s because of malaria. Their early expeditions were nearly wiped out because of the disease malaria. Malaria is signified by the silhouette of the mosquito in the lower right hand corner. Great Britain greatly influenced Nigeria as it implemented the prohibition on the slave trade, and Nigeria's official language today is English, even though English is many Nigerians' second language. When traveling to Nigeria, do expect a slight difficulties in communication as of their thick accents. Demographics in Nigeria. Nigeria has two major religions: Muslims, which maintain 50% of the population, and Christians, which hold nearly 40%, and the remaining 10% is comprised of over 200 individual tribes that maintain their indigenous beliefs. As you will see on the next slide, the divide between Muslims and the remaining population has effectively split the country in two, north versus south. Muslims maintain the northern half of the country. Nigeria as a whole has a population of nearly 177 million people. This is nearly double the next largest country, which is either Ethiopia or Egypt, which are both estimated around 88 million people. As you can see in the lower left-hand chart, Nigeria's population is predicted to exponentially grow over the next century. This is largely due to the decrease in infant mortality rates and also the increase in life expectancy. Government and politics in Nigeria. Since 1960, Nigeria has been governed by military rule and civilian rule, back again by military rule, and now they are currently run by civilian. They are currently a federal republic, and in 2010 they elected Goodluck Jonathan. Corruption is prevalent throughout the government as it runs from high officials down to low-level security guards. An example of this is as one travels through the countryside, they may come across a security checkpoint and the guard will typically ask for a bribe. In the government, it has been seen through the wealth of the oil industries not making its way back to the people. It is estimated over 80% of the profits that come from the oil industry are taken out through corruption in the government, and less than 1% of the profits make it back to the Nigerian people. Another example of corruption is in the 2007 elections. The VP running against the current incumbent leadership was ruled that his name was not allowed to be on the ballots. So days before the election, all the ballot names were changed to symbols. Thus the VP and his leadership, which were originally favored, lost 26 million to 6 million votes. On the right-hand side, the map shows the divide between the country where Sharia law is in effect. The 12 northern states, exactly 1/3 of Nigerian states, live under Sharia law, which has been implemented by the local Muslim-run government. This divide has caused friction within Goodluck Jonathan's presidentship, and also has the Christian women living in those states have been living and subject to Sharia law, even though the local government says it only applies to devout Muslims. Christian women have been segregated and have been forced to take separate buses than the men, and thus been forced to live by the rules of Sharia law. This divide has been one of the main reasons Goodluck Jonathan has been criticized by his people. Not only is there growing separation on how the local governments run, but also in the last 5 years, an extremist radical Islam group named Boko Haram has grown and grew its control over the towns in the northern Nigeria. In 2014, Boko Haram group was responsible for the kidnapping of 275 schoolgirls. Goodluck Jonathan's lack of action has criticized to the high scrutiny. He was even quoted saying, "We'll let the Americans figure out where the girls are." The lack of action against the extremist group as they continue to terrorize the northern Nigeria and even parts of Chad, have continued and fueled the critics of Goodluck Jonathan's leadership. Nigeria is the world's 26th largest economy, and in 2014 overtook South Africa as Africa's largest economy. Petroleum has been the main driver for the growing Nigerian economy, as it is the world's 8th largest exporter of crude oil. As you can see in the graphic on the left, crude oil accounts for 78% of their exports. The map in the upper right-hand corner shows the rich countryside that is filled with oil deposits. Before Nigeria was a large oil exporter, their main export was palm oil. On the lower right-hand corner, those palm nuts, which palm oil is made from. Palm oil trees produce the most vegetable oil per square meter, and it can also be harvested 12 months out of the year, making it the most sustainable vegetable oil, which is why it was their primary export before oil. Nigerian currency is called nairas. As you see in the picture, their notes range from 5 all the way up to 1,000. The current exchange rate for $1 to nairas is 199. It is advised when traveling through Nigeria to use only cash, as credit cards have a high fraud rate and should only be used as a last resort. Current events in Nigeria. In 2014, the radical Islamic group Boko Haram kidnapped 275 schoolgirls in northern Nigeria. Nigerians started a campaign to bring awareness to this event and hopefully help bring an end to Boko Haram. They started the campaign #BringBackOurGirls. This even drew support from Michelle Obama in the picture on the left. The image in the middle is the unofficial symbol of Boko Haram, as it depicts 2 guns, the Quran, and their flag. The image on the right shows the areas that Boko Haram has claimed and has terrorized. Boko Haram has used terrorist tactics as beheadings, burnings, even suicide bombs. This past week, they've also, in northern Nigeria, used 3 schoolgirls, one as young as 10 years old, to carry out suicide bombings, killing an estimated 2,000 people. Boko Haram has infiltrated the surrounding countries of Nigeria, Cameroon, Chad. Chad has been one of the main efforts to help remove Boko Haram from the area. Even Chad's president has criticized Goodluck Jonathan's and his lack of support or willingness to take action against Boko Haram. Acceptable social conventions. For men, dress business casual. Collared shirts, polos, button-up shirts, dress slacks are fine. Ties are saved for very special occasions. Women should dress in full cover. Keep in mind that the northern half of the country practices Sharia law. Right hand. Eat everything, gift giving, passing food with your right hand. Lower your eyes when greeting elders. Make sure to greet and shake everyone's hand. Even if briefly passing them, you must acknowledge them. Gift giving is acceptable, and it always should be presented as it's a gift from your female significant other, whether it's your mother, your daughter, or your spouse. Do not. Wearing shorts is unacceptable unless you're going to the beach. Women wearing revealing clothing is definitely not acceptable. Keep in mind the northern half of the country is under Sharia law. Do not use your left hand. The only time it is acceptable to use left hand is when cutting food with two utensils. Constant direct eye contact. It is considered an insult if you continuously look somebody in the eye, so do not be offended if the Nigerian counterpart continually breaks eye contact. Do not be late to meetings. It is offensive to be late, but keep in mind schedules may deviate from planned. It is also not acceptable to write on business cards. Business cards should be accepted with either the right hand or both hands, and should also be reviewed before properly stowed. Business climate in Nigeria. Nigeria has a poor infrastructure. They have limited paved roads. The railroad only has 2 rails and is very inconsistent with on-time schedules, and the lack of overall infrastructure makes it hard for any new businesses to enter Nigeria. Personal relationships are very important inside Nigeria due to the high corruption rate. Finding good, honest partners are very important, and it is key to be successful within Nigeria. Greetings are also very important, as it is expected to be greeted every time you see anybody in Nigeria, whether it's at a party, in the office, or walking across the street. Proper greeting must be given each time. And the biggest hurdle for new businesses starting in Nigeria is the access to capital. And it is difficult to get funding within Nigeria due to the lack of funding from local banks, and there's also a restriction on foreign investments. Without foreign investments, there is a limit on how much you can invest. In conclusion, the oil industry is the main thriving industry. If you are a new business looking to enter the oil industry, this is the time, as they have one of the largest oil deposits in the world. For new businesses entering, the unrest Boko Haram has created in the northern Nigeria is cause for concern, as they only have continued to grow, and the current leadership has yet to respond or take action against this terrorist group. Also, another area for concern is the potential division within the country, as the North 12 states have their own Sharia law in effect, and it only divides the country in half, and can cause for a political division within the country. In conclusion, any new businesses looking to enter Nigeria, I would advise caution, but I would still look to enter Nigeria, as they are the largest country in Africa, which is the economic growth of the future. And they only look to increase in economic dominance within Africa and within the world. Thank you for listening.